Ready? All right, I declare us back in open session again. 8:11. Action items. Action item A, approval of out-of-state/overnight field trips. We have 3 that fell through the cracks when we got our list back in the spring. They were, from what I understand, all filed on time, just didn't make the list. So these are 3 additional trips.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Discussion.
How is the new, how are the new procedures working?
Very well. People are adhering to it, and we had to deny something, and the teacher had to change the date of the field trip and was able to, which is very good. So they know that it's being taken very seriously. The nurses are very appreciative. So we're moving right along.
Thank you.
All those in favor? Unanimous? Okay. Approval of non-bargaining unit contract number 1, which doesn't have to be contract number 1 anymore. That's the accountant's contract.
So moved with changes.
Second.
Approved as changed, as amended. Second, Helen. Discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. Approval of non-bargaining unit contract number 2, which is the interim superintendent contract.
So moved.
Second, John.
As amended.
As amended. All those in favor? Unanimous. Okay, consent agenda. Ellen? Second?
Second.
I'm going to give it John. He was quietly raising his hand. I just didn't see it yet. Discussion?
Comment. The choice of the selection committee for the 6th grade administrator, I think, is an excellent one. The process was a very involved, very thorough process that seems to have worked very well.
When we get an intent for homeschooling, do we look to see why? I'm just curious why a child in 11th grade determination homeschool. Not that I want to know the details, but when someone requests it, do they have to say why they want to homeschool?
We request the information, they do not
They
have
don't.
to say
Okay.
if they decline.
If we could take a minute while we're in our discussion phase to meet our new 6th grade administrator. She's been very patiently waiting. Come on up, introduce her.
You want to sit?
Sure. You can sit, stand, jog around the room.
Jog?
Sure.
That is bothering me. Okay, thank you very much. As John said, we had a pretty extensive system in place. We had 4 rounds. The first one was a screening of applicants. We had over 100 applicants apply for the position of the 6th grade grade level administrator. We narrowed that down, and we did 2 nights of interviews with 6th grade teachers. We had 14 people come in. From there, we chose 4 candidates to move forward to a larger, more intensive interview, which consisted of Mr. Kisko, Mrs. Richardson, parents, 3 parents, the other administrators. That was about an hour and 10 minute long interview process for each of the 4 candidates. From there, we narrowed it down to 2, where Mrs. Reitman and myself, we did a 2.5 hour site visit at both of the candidates' site, where they currently work. And then that entailed was an interview with the candidate, an interview with the administrative team, parents, teachers, students, and a tour of the facility. Linda and I had the conversation, and we are very, very, very confident that Ms. Laura Gagnon, who currently, hopefully not too long, will be from Terryville High School. She is the science department coordinator at Terryville High School, is our recommendation for our candidate as the 6th grade administrator. And on the record, I'd like to thank again both of our board members who took time out of their schedule to come to the meeting, and again for Mrs. Reitman for taking time out of her schedule so early in her new position to join me on the site visit. So, and here's Laura.
Hey, everyone.
Do you have anything to add?
No, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited about the position, and thank you for having me here. And thank you again to Mr. Kisko and Ms. Richardson, too, for coming, and Ms. Reitman.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for being so patient.
Not yet. Any other discussion on the consent agenda? All those in favor? You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Now it's official.
Now it's Thank you.
Okay, action item E, approval of the BOE goals 2016, 2017. Motion from John. Second from Carol. Discussion. All those in favor? Unanimous. Excellent. Look at us go. That brings us to comments for the good of the order. We'll start with you, John.
I'm happy.
Dan.
We're back to another exciting school year.
Karen? Gil?
Just, I think the staff's done a great job of kind of pulling things together. A lot of craziness and a lot of changes at the start of school this year, so good job, everybody.
Ellen?
Awesome.
Jim? Jess? Bill?
Yes, next Thursday, the 24th, Torringford Elementary School will be having their annual curriculum night, which I'll be attending.
Andy?
Just a question, do you have the AP test results yet back to disseminate to the board?
I honestly don't know. I will check with them and get back to you.
I spent
I'm not certain. I don't know.
a great deal of time trying to track down bureaucrats yesterday all over the country to give me these results. They said that they were given to the individuals July 6th, but after being on the phone and hung up on all sorts of stuff, I can understand why no one understands where anything with these
I will
people
find
are.
out. My best guess says that they will be with guidance
Okay.
here at the high school or school counseling. Sorry, they're not guidance anymore. But I will check. I'll make some phone calls tomorrow and make sure we have an answer for you.
Just a big bureaucracy out there. I'd like everyone to know that information is not easily obtained. Thank you.
I'd like to just add that I'd like to thank the board for what we've accomplished. If you look back over the last 4 to 6 years, we've actually accomplished a lot. I understand we have some that aren't going to return back with us. The campaign season is in full swing.
That's why I'm happy.
I know. I think it's important that we just try to keep recognizing some of the positive things that happen around this district. Not everything is negative. I know that's all that gets reported, but there are good things that do happen. Committee reports. Budget.
Budget had to postpone their meeting due to a death in the majority of the committee having to attend services that night. So we'll be meeting next Wednesday.
Grievance. Busy yet?
Yes, we're busy, trying to schedule the next round.
Personnel.
We got to postpone, and we will be rescheduling for next Wednesday, the 23rd.
We have stacks of work to do and plugging through.
School improvement.
Good job on the minutes. Sue, is that you or is that Michael?
Yeah, that was Michael.
That was Michael, yeah. Good job on it. So anyone who wants to know what we're doing, please read the minutes. They are not stultifying as minutes sometimes are. But what I want to point out is that the 275th anniversary is going to be the time when the marketing initiative, the most recent of those marketing initiatives being undertaken. And at the committee meeting, people were pretty enthusiastic about maybe having something at Local Wetmore School. And I have been in touch with, although only recently with the committee to see if they have any objection to us doing whatever way they want or whatever we want, or if they have anything they would like us to be thinking of, and I should be hearing from them fairly soon in time to get together something. But the main activities are taking place at the Historical Society and at City Hall. Ogle Wetmore School with that beautiful plaza in front just gives us a great opportunity to put something out there for people to see, and probably a chance for people who might otherwise not pay much attention to the 275th anniversary procedures to come down because their kids are going to be there or other people's kids are going to be there. They might want to do that. So more on that probably at the School Improvement Committee meeting next. Thank you.
Sticking with you.
I'm scheduling a meeting of that committee for the 23rd, next Wednesday, after the two other meetings. And what we will do then is determine what we want to look at for information, how we want to look at it, who we want to have look at it, etc., and basically plan out what we want to do for reporting out what we find. It's been 2 years that the high school has been reorganized, and that's time enough to take a look and see if things are indeed better and how it could be even better than that.
We're back to you for the third one.
All quiet along the Potomac in that case, not much going on there. It's a well-run organization that continues to be well-run with not much new to report. All the programs are well underway as ours are, and things are fine.
Turf Field Committee.
Okay, first thing is that basically the entire punch list has been done, so that project is about ready to be turned over at some point under the, I guess, the power of the mayor to the Board of Ed. And the second thing is that something that wasn't part of the original project, which is the fencing along the highway, which wasn't budgeted but needed to be done as soccer balls would be flying off into the highway there. The turf committee was able to get $17,000 in donations, and as soon as they get their final bid, that fencing will be put up. And that they groomed it a couple of weeks ago. Mr. Bacetta's in charge of overseeing that, and it came out really nice. That's about it. Pretty soon you'll have a turf committee report. Listen. Thank you.
Thank you. Items for upcoming agenda. We have financial statements, committee reports. AP testing, maybe? Sure. Any other topics we want for upcoming reports? Special education report? Not for the next meeting, for upcoming meetings.
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
I said a special education report on the procedure and protocol manuals.
I can give you an update next week. Or
Next month?
rather.
Okay. Anything else anybody wants?
Do I need to, do you want to review that before I roll it out to the staff?
Well, just a presentation to us so we know what's going on
Okay.
and how
Sure.
we're proceeding. And
Okay.
we used to have, a vet used to come up once a quarter and give us a state of the union of the special education department,
Okay.
student services department. Any other topics anybody wants to have?
Just give it a quick update. I'll be meeting again on Friday with Mr. Bain, immediate specialist for the high school, and 2 students regarding bring your own device. And then we'll go back to policy for the next step.
Okay. Future meetings, Wednesday, September 23rd, 6 o'clock personnel, 6:30 budget. Wednesday, October 7th, 6 o'clock policy, 7 o'clock school improvement. Wednesday, October 14th, 6 o'clock personnel, 6:30 budget. Wednesday, October 21st, regular board meeting here. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'm gonna go Bill, Dan. All those in favor? Okay, we're out, unanimous. 8:25. Wow. 8:25.
Here it goes.